What up?
Hey.
What's up, everybody? Reached Comically Gaming episode number 25?
6.
26.
26.
26.
We're about to
Getting
catch up
close.
to your age.
Almost, yeah. Well, 3 more episodes.
Yeah.
Getting older. As always, website, gamescomicsandculture.wordpress.com. You can reach us on email at gamescomicsandculture at gmail.com. Reach us on Twitter. I'm at CJ Closter, KLOSTER.
I'm Darth Nader, DARTH_NAR, and the Games, Comics, and Culture one is at GCANDC.
Yep, and Facebook group, of course. You're always there.
Yep.
And then
support us.
Patreon.
So big news.
Patreon.
Big news.
Big shout outs to the rents.
Yep.
Mom and Dad.
Last week, Corey called them out. I joined in, and yeah, we got our first 2 Patreon supporters.
2 supporters. We were not expecting that at the premium membership.
Yeah, absolutely.
No words can describe the appreciation that for that. That's awesome.
Sure. Definitely appreciate it. I think they believe in us. Maybe
huge.
They didn't think we'd keep this up, but I think now we've actually earned their trust or whatnot. Yeah. For everybody
and with
else,
that money,
yeah, we're going to build.
We're going to build. We're going to try and get more followers, try and get out some swag, possibly, we were talking about.
Yep, some merch.
Something to give out for supporting us. But fuck yeah. Mom and Dad, you guys are the best.
Absolutely. And just as far as just real quick, I'll just shout out, just for those of you who maybe check us out and have never even heard of Patreon before, don't know what's up with it. It's just a website that you can go to, become a patron of the arts. So people who, when you look on Patreon, it's not like what do you call it, Kickstarter, where people are just asking for a set amount of money to do different things with different goals or whatnot. Kickstarter is more for people with individual projects. Patreon is for people like us with ongoing things that can use support. I think me and Corey have talked about it without going totally in the weeds on it. We are going to use all that money to put back into this. We're not putting any money that anybody gives us into our pocket at this point. I'm not to say that we never would if we became famous at some point and had crazy support, but I think at that the time when we would be putting money in our pockets would be the time when we could quit our day jobs and be able to put more time into the show. And upgrade it or different shows or whatever, get more things out.
Until that point, it's all going back to you.
Yeah, exactly. To make this a better experience. So if you enjoy it, that's what. Essentially, right now, if you get on there, we're real modest with it. There's a $1 a month option and a $5 a month option. Never thought anybody would ever pay the $5 a month option, and our first 2 people did. So thanks again. Definitely appreciate it. And yeah, anybody else, if you can spare a bone a month, again, we're going to put it all into making this a better product, not to anything else.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's up? How's the week?
Awesome. Good. Good. I've been sick all week, so it kind of sucked, but
it does suck.
Other than being sick, it's been decent.
Sick, cold, puking?
Yeah. No, I like cold.
Cold, yeah.
I'm loading up on Sudafed and Dayquil and making it through the day. It's been fine. But...
Yeah, I had a nasty ass cold last week before.
Yeah. It's been like day 6. Day 6 right now and still sick. It's stupid.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. This week I played some more. What's it called?
Destiny.
Not Destiny. the horror game.
What? Soma?
Until Dawn.
Oh, Until Dawn. Oh, gotcha.
Until Dawn. And it got crazy this week. It got crazy. It's
Crazy good or just crazy crazy?
crazy good,
Okay.
crazy. No spoilers,
Sure.
but it took it took it to another level,
Huh.
and I'm still into it.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm definitely looking forward to playing that game.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a game. It's definitely like I don't like playing it during the day. I like to wait until it's dark, and then I put the headphones on and turn all the lights off. Like I feel like that's the way it's meant to be played.
Sure.
So I haven't played it the past couple of days. I've been letting Jeff bust out the banner.
Right.
So, but yeah, I played that. That's still been good. Played 3 games in NBA.
Nice. Finally catching up. You probably passed me even at this point, so I plan on sorting that out this evening.
Yeah, and I'm killing it now. I feel like I got it, and you guys don't stand a chance when
All
we
right.
play.
Good. I believe you're completely defeated when it comes to me and you playing each other, so I'm looking forward to that day when there's some competition.
You think I'm defeated?
Yeah, I don't think you've beat me when we played that game versus each other.
Okay, well I got it now.
Okay.
I'm slamming on fools. Apparently you've lost a game, Dad's lost a game. I haven't lost any.
Well, to clarify, my lost game was the first game of the season at the harder difficulty before we made it easier. So neither of you played at that difficulty.
Okay.
Just to clarify.
All right. That's actually a big deal.
All right. I appreciate the acknowledgement. I played. So speaking of spooky games, I played some more Soma.
Yeah.
I definitely am hooked. Although I had the same complaints, the exact same complaints that I had a week before. It didn't get any better, and there was a point where I was glitched out and thought I was going to just quit it because there's a door that wouldn't open for me, and I knew it was supposed to open. And I even got on YouTube and looked up videos. I'm like, is this supposed to open or what? And then there was one point where there's like a puzzle that comes up that's totally like obtuse, like that what we were talking about last week. And I just at this point I'm like, if I get to a spot where I have to search around for something, it's immediately hop on YouTube and figure out where it is so I can keep moving with the story of the game.
Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep, you're good. You're good. Good to go. You're good. You're good.
Okay, there we go. I'm back.
Yep.
I couldn't see you for a second.
Yeah, you're good. So yeah, I think at this point again, it's not living up to the expectations based on what I'd heard about it, but I do like it. It does have a cool story that is kind of a sci-fi kind of I don't know, heady science, like time bending sci-fi story. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Once I got into it, and I don't know how far you got into it. I can't really talk about it without spoilers though, so we'll have to do it off there at some point.
I'll say, I got in to the point where like there was a lot of colors around me, blue and whatnot.
So I got to talk to you off the show without going into. There's no way for me to discuss what I need to discuss. Okay. At some point, there's a revelation that happens that makes it the story a lot cooler than I thought it was originally. But anyways, we'll talk about it later because we'd either have to dedicate a full spoiler section to it, or you know what I mean, or just talk about it some other time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good, not great. I mean, that's how I feel about Soma. I mean,
right?
It's cool, but.
What about and then? I'm sorry, and then Destiny, right? Finally.
Well, yeah,
finally did the raid.
Finally did the raid last night. Yep. Yeah. Did better than we expected. All mashers.
Yeah, first time ever.
To anyone watching the show that's not part of the mashers, join up on the mashers.
Yeah. If you play Destiny,
the more merrier.
Yeah, and you don't have a clan currently, or if your clan sucks, our clan's awesome. It's filled with good people. We have fun every time we play together.
Yeah, we're not necessarily all high light level, but
there's people that suck or at specific things, and we don't even care. It's about having fun. It's not about
we're
being
willing to help those
hardcore.
people.
Yep.
And yeah,
Exactly. So you jump on the website and Bungie.net and search for the Midnight Mashers. And if you have problems, because it's totally convoluted and stupid how the clans are set up, so if it's not totally easy for you, shoot me an email, gamescomicsandculture.gmail.com. We'll get you in the Mashers if you want to be in the Mashers.
they did recently like add, at least you can see your clan members and stuff now.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yep.
They're trying to integrate it with what they have, I feel like.
Hopefully Destiny 2 is much better.
It will be.
Yep.
It's got to be.
Yeah. So what do you think, first impressions on the raid?
I liked it. Totally cool. I mean,
I did too.
Yeah, getting. I liked how we tried it a little bit without looking it up. Then we looked it up, and I like the mashers. I really like that there was all the mashers, and we all knew each other, and
yeah,
it was a lot of fun. And
it does make it more fun for sure. Although there is something to be said about meeting somebody ww lives in another country, or about where are you, like all that stuff. That stuff's cool too.
Yeah, for sure. I've had great fun played with people from so many different countries. I mean, Australians for some reason I play with the most. I feel like
it's the late night thing because the time zone hits them right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I've also intentionally joined up on the European servers, and it's great to hang out with those guys and stuff. And that's what makes the game great. I mean, it's what makes the grinding worth it. And yeah,
for sure,
love it.
100%.
The new raids, we didn't get too far into it, but what we did was fun. It was fun figuring out how to do it, working on a strategy, working together as a team. That's what makes the raids unlike anything else in video games. I mean, you have to coordinate. Everybody has to work together, and
everybody has a different thing to do, and they have to hold it down.
Like, we knew what we had to do 20 minutes in, but then 40 minutes in, we were doing it. Wow. Well, and that's what's so cool about that. I mean, it was a great time. Yeah,
I feel like
so far for sure.
I feel like also I felt like at least the parts that we played so far were much better as far as like once we figured out what we were doing, it didn't feel like, oh crap, it didn't feel like there's parts like when you would do the start of the
lanterns.
Yeah, the lanterns. Yes, right.
Lanterns are bitch. Yeah, even if you know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Once we knew what we had to do, we could do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the truth right there. And some of the stuff, or what is the labyrinth? You know what I mean? That's another one where what you're supposed to do, but man, you're doing it 100 times, and just by random something goes wrong. You know what I mean? So far, this felt fair. You know what I mean?
It felt fair. It felt like you have to be organized. Everybody has to do their part, but as long as everyone is, you can do it.
Yep.
And even when we got to that battle that we were at in the end, we could have done it if we had stayed up for 3 more hours and chipped away at them. Like, we all just needed to be higher. Well, I didn't need to be higher level. Like, neither did you. But
some of the group.
We just
we knew going in that we were going to hit a roadblock.
We knew that going in. Yep. Great time though.
I agree.
Yep. Other than that, I caught up on The Walking Dead.
Oh sure. Yeah, I watched the recent one as well. We're going to go spoilers on that later.
Yeah, for sure. And I've been watching a lot of. I don't know if you've probably heard of it, Black Mirror.
So that's on me and the wife's list for sure. We'll probably end up starting that this week.
I really like it. Honestly, I haven't finished Luke Cage, and I'm watching Black Mirror. If that's a thing. I mean, I can't. I'd say I like it more than Luke Cage. It's good. It's individual episodes. The only show that I can really compare it to is The Twilight Zone.
Right. That's what I heard.
And I really liked The Twilight Zone growing up. Obviously, Twilight Zone was way before me, but I used to watch the reruns on the Sci-Fi Channel all the time when I was younger, and I really liked it. And Black Mirror is the same thing. It's most of the episodes so far that I've seen have been set in like a futuristic setting.
Sure.
So it's like kind of like the Twilight Zone with a futuristic perspective, and it's sweet. I mean, every episode I've seen so far has been totally got me hooked. I really like it. Like I was just watching it. Most of them end badly, which is which kind of sucks.
Like this end of the story isn't good, or like it's a tragedy.
Like it's a tragedy.
Okay,
Like it's a
gotcha.
sad ending.
Gotcha.
But that's okay. You know, you're so used to good endings. It's almost refreshing to have
Sure.
just sad endings. But I really like it. I think I watched most of season 1, and then I think I skipped season 2, and now I'm on episode 4 of season 3. And as soon as I finish season 3, I guess I'm going to go back to season 2. I don't know. I've just been skipping around, but it doesn't really matter with that show because they're all individual episodes. But I really like it. I'm excited. You should watch it. Like,
yeah,
if that's on your list, I'm glad it is because I want to talk about it with you because it's super cool.
We totally will. It was actually I'm happy because just it seems like the past few weeks the wife has actually been getting a little burned out on the whole comic book fantasy shows that are the mainstay of what we watch nowadays. She's like, I'm looking for. She goes, I want to find something else. Blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Whatever, fine, whatever. I'll watch whatever. And that was the first show that she came to her own conclusion. And I've been hearing about it from other people for a while. So yeah, I'm down.
I almost kind of feel the same way. Like I'm on comic book overload. I mean, that's my favorite shit to watch is comic book shit. But it's all I've been watching for the past 2 years, and this is something different, and but still really good, and still out there, sci-fi, you know, weird, like cool, like you know, not a sitcom, obviously.
Right. Or a chick flick.
Yeah.
A rom-com.
Really I really like the episodes I've seen so far.
That's cool.
Big fan. Yep.
I'm down. What about Westworld? You watching more of that?
No, I'm still a couple episodes behind in that. I need to catch up, apparently. Right, I heard there's a big twist.
Yes, everybody said that's what I heard too. Everybody's been talking about this past one. Something crazy happened, and then I saw like another. I was looking at IGN today. There's a post about like all the times that the twist was referenced before and whatnot. So yeah. Got to catch up.
Yeah, for sure. But
totally.
Yeah, I guess that's about it. Yeah, NBA, Black Mirror. Yeah, I think that's it. How was your week?
Good. I mean, that's pretty much my list. Was Walking Dead, Westworld, Soma, Destiny. Didn't do a lot of comic book reading this week. Was a real busy work week. We did watch my buddy. I've referenced him on the show a bunch of times. My buddy Chad has the horror podcast. I want to give him props. Scary Thoughts. Don't kill me if it's not Scary Thoughts. I think it's Scary Thoughts, is what their podcast is called, where they just talk about horror movies, TV shows, things like that. They go deep on it. They are very, like where we are fans, they are professionals. You know, they go into the minutia of like, I don't know, plot devices and, you know, what's happening in the world at the time the movies were made, things like that. Anyways, I've been going through a bunch of movies that, as they put out there at podcasts, I go and try and find that movie, see if I can stream it for free somewhere. And the one this week was called House of the Devil, which is not a good movie.
Not in your opinion?
Not in theirs either. It was funny, like it was funny, like I literally me and the wife watched it and we're like, oh yep, that sucked. Yep, okay, oh well, we blew. It cost us $3 to watch it, so you know, whatever, $3. But then I listened to the podcast today when I was washing dishes this afternoon, and right away he comes out and he's like, yeah, it's funny. I didn't like this movie, and then and then his co-host is like, yeah, I kind of liked it years ago when I watched it, and now when I rewatched it, I don't like it either. But a testament to how good their podcast is that the experience of watching what's not a good movie and then hearing the two of them kind of dissect it and talk about it was cool. Like I
Yeah,
liked that whole experience, even though there's a lot of movies I want to watch, and I wasted a night watching a bad one instead.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That the overall experience was good. So anybody, if you're into horror, look them up. Scary Thoughts. They're on iTunes. They're on
Hopefully,
Stitcher. On that, all those things.
hopefully.
Yep. So that's
Yeah.
that. Was just kind of cruising around the internet, before hopping on the show, looking for the latest news. A couple things I meant to do last week, but our show went so damn long that I kind of cut it down. Uh,
Yeah.
the Division update. Did you see the next expansion?
No, I didn't.
So the next Division expansion, coming out soon. I know they all go to Xbox first, but it's Big Blizzard comes through the city. You get dropped in like a random location, and
Yeah,
then you have to fight your way back to the base. And because of the
really.
blizzard, there's like super freezing conditions and stuff like that. And so you need to like eat, drink, you
I
need
think I did hear about that. It's like survival, right?
yes. Yeah, you need
Yeah,
to find fires and stuff to warm up. You need to get gear that the like the armor and stuff also has a warmness level to it.
really.
So yeah, you got to upgrade that as you go through. Like it sounded like if they can drop us in a crew of 4 and it takes like 2 hours to play through that, that sounds like that'd be fun.
Yeah, that sounds like something I'd like to do. Compared to the last, what was the last expansion, the underground thing, which was just basically another mission.
Yeah, right. That didn't have the same gear currency. That's the
Yeah,
thing. Like I started playing it and I was like, wait a second, it gives you all this weird currency that you can't use in the rest of the game. So for me to play that, like you can't level up for the dark zone or whatever. I was like, this is silly. Why am I doing this?
yeah,
You know. But that sounds cool to me. Like I definitely we have that version, so I don't know if it'll be. We'll have to try it sometime and then tell the rest of our crew if it's worth buying or not,
for
sort of
sure.
thing.
Yeah.
The other thing came through. Excuse me. I was making fun of on the internet a lot this week. The NES
NES.
Classic.
Yeah.
So what a disaster. So first of all, let me just
Nintendo is so fucking stupid.
yes, yes they are. It's unreal.
Well, I don't know who posted it, but two units per store. Is that confirmed? Is that real?
It seems to be different based on different stores and stuff like that, but that's what was said by like people who work at GameStop and Walmart and things like that. Is that yeah, they got
What the
2 or 3
fuck?
per store, right? There was no pre-orders. So here's the thing: is
Everyone
like
was so hyped for it too. I mean,
the in 2016, the way again, I didn't go to school for business. I'm not a marketer. Um,
but
the
we've already confirmed that you're a better marketer than Nintendo.
it just in 2016, what you
Every
do
every view you've given on Nintendo's business standpoint has been smarter than what
than
they've
what
done.
they've done.
I feel
So
like.
yeah, so what you do is you put pre-orders, you partner with Amazon and GameStop and Walmart and Target, and you put pre-orders up to gauge the interest. And then
Oh,
you do that 6 months ahead of time. And
oh,
then if it if all of a sudden you find out, oh shit, there's way more interest than we can pump these machines out, then you stop the pre-orders. You say everybody who's got one now, we're going to hook you up. You make
oh,
them for the next 6 months. You get them to those people, and then you hire a second factory or whatever to pump
but
out
yeah,
enough for the rest of the world. You open up those pre-orders as it happens. So the one
sounds
point,
obvious.
yeah, and the point that I've heard from our buddy Zach on our Facebook group, and what I've heard has always been the case with Nintendo, and especially with the Wii, is that they do these fake shortages to drum up interest. They want to be the Santa Bear or the Cabbage Patch Kid or whatever. that is. They want to be in the news and they want people searching stuff out. When you are making the Wii and you have the most successful console in the history of consoles, you've got grandmas who want to buy your video game console. That's one thing. Right now, Nintendo is on the ropes.
Oh yeah,
If the Switch doesn't work out for them,
they're
there's
fucked.
a good chance that they're done making consoles. That we're going to be playing Mario on our PlayStation.
Yeah,
Um,
and the Switch probably isn't going to work out for them.
Probably isn't. We both
I
agree
feel
on
like
that.
it's not. I mean,
Right.
I'm going to get a computer way before the Switch, and then I'm going to be broke, and then Switch will probably never happen.
So
But
that's right now is a time when they need all of their fans to be saying, "Yup, Nintendo's awesome."
yeah,
Hey, mom and dad, like our sister, when I originally posted that the NES Classic was happening, she immediately posted on there saying, "Where can I get this? Where can I sign up for it?" She's not into video games, but
not at all. Yeah,
you get her to get an NES Classic, play it with the kids, they all have fun, and then bring out the Switch 3 months later. Then there's a chance that they go out and buy that.
yeah.
Now she's got no chance of buying that. She's got no chance of playing that with the kids because she's not on top of it, and it's ridiculous, totally ridiculous.
Yep.
Um,
All this over a fucking 20-year-old little mini console.
so
I mean, how bad can they fuck up?
that's the
Like,
other thing.
it's the easiest, it's cheap as fuck to produce, obviously. It probably takes one chip.
Right.
Like, just
Right.
send it out. Like, if it doesn't sell, oh well. You fucking missed out on a little bit of money.
Yeah,
But
and to be honest, I don't understand why it's a thing. We have seen Sega's Genesis version of this and the Atari version of this in Walmart and Walgreens and all these places for years. And I honestly, I already have most of the games on there that are good. So for me, I don't. There's no reason for me to go get this thing, but I just feel like I don't know. I just don't see. There's a million. If you have a decent computer, you can go get this stuff for free. People have been
yeah.
doing it forever. Or
Plus, I heard they made the cord super short.
yeah, and the cords are super short. Everybody complains about that too. Yep, yep. Yeah,
Why?
there's extensions and stuff like that that people are talking about. So one of the reasons that people are saying why that is that you actually have to be the two buttons on the Nintendo itself, which in the old days one is power and one is select or whatever. The select button actually brings you into the menu, like the OS for the thing, lets you do your multiple saves and things like that for it. So people are saying like you need a long HDMI cord, sit the thing on the coffee table in front of you because you're actually using the buttons on it a lot, and then the short cords don't matter, is what people are saying. But everybody complains about the cords. It's ridiculous that anybody who's serious about playing a lot of this thing is going to be buying the extension cords
Yeah,
for sure.
we'll make a couple extra bucks off that.
So yeah, a mess. The other side of the Nintendo news for the week is that the Canadian Toys R Us website posted the Switch at costing $250.
Really?
Yep. So
250.
yes. So Nintendo
That's a little
people,
more affordable.
yeah, people reached out to Nintendo since to ask, and they say no comment. They're gonna have a big update. I think it's January 16th, might be the 17th. That's when we're gonna hear from Nintendo again. But 250, I like the sounds of that, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
I have to take a piss. So I think the live piss was probably a one-time thing.
it was a two-time thing, to be honest. But yeah, let's take a
Should,
break.
should we go 3 for 3?
No, I'm done with the live pissing. Let's take
Okay,
a break.
blabber on about something then.
All right, all right. Yeah, you hurry up.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see what else I got on my list here. All the stuff I really want to talk with Corey about. So yeah, I guess I'll just say $250 for the Nintendo Switch has me actually considering it, but I don't think I will. So a brief kind of just thought process on where I'm at in life and what now with gaming is I got two little boys, an 8-year-old and 10-year-old, and as when they were, I don't know, 5 and 7 is when they started getting into games. My entire life I've always been I only buy one console that's current, and then I'll go get the older consoles and play the 2 or 3 games that I really wanted. It once they're last gen and cheap to pick up, $99 or something like that. So that changed when the kids became old enough to play games, and one Black Friday I picked up the Wii for $80. Since then, 2 years into that, we played a lot of games together, had a lot of fun with that, the core Nintendo stuff. And then 2 years into that, the Wii U came out, we bought the Wii U. At the onset of the Wii U, we had a lot of fun, played that like crazy. And then...
Shit's all tangled, hold on.
Take your time. And then as the Wii U game started to die off, my kids' interest kind of changed as well. Nowadays, my oldest does nothing but watch YouTube. Very, very rare that he plays video games. And when he plays them, he wants to play these games that he sees people playing on YouTube. So it's Minecraft, it's The Escapist, Five Nights at Freddy's, all this crap. The youngest he's got an iPad, an old hand-me-down that we gave him, and he's got Destiny, to be honest. He plays Destiny. They play Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare. They're playing shooters nowadays. They're playing Star Wars, Battlefront, things like that. So the long and short of the story is that...
Long story short.
Nobody in my house is playing the Wii U. We get a new game, they play it for a week or something, and then they're back to YouTube and shooters like they are now. So I don't... while I want to get the Switch, and I wish they were into it to give me an excuse to talk the wife into getting the Switch, I think, to be honest, if I bought it, it wouldn't get much play around here as well.
Probably not, yeah, from what I've seen.
And I feel like the Nintendo at this point, it's too little too late. I feel like the casual audience that they built with like the Brain Age stuff and the Grandma's Bowling and all that stuff, they're all playing games on their cell phone nowadays. And then the kids have moved on.
They're dumb. Their only chance is to release a super powerful console that can run every game that we play, plus every Nintendo exclusive.
Right. I got you. You jetted out there for a second, but I'm back. I agree with you 100%. They need to go after hardcore gamers. They need to switch the gimmicky, we want to be toy makers doing different stuff, and go head to head with the other two, where you're exclusive Nintendo games. Yeah. They're not going to do it though. They're not going to do it.
No, they won't. They've already proven that they won't do that. So.
Yeah.
But the Switch looks cool. For $250, if they drop it to $200 within 6 months, I'll probably get it.
Even to my point is, I'm not gonna get it, and if it comes out in March 2017, if holiday 2018 or holiday 2019, that thing's under 200, then yes, I'll get it and catch up on the games at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm not...
That's not what they should be trying to do.
Correct.
They shouldn't be trying to go for the cheap buy. But, yeah, whatever. Okay. Nintendo, you said it.
Yep, we'll see if we're right or they're right. Time will tell. What else we got? Darth Maul comic.
Yeah, that's what you were just telling me about that.
So, right.
Before episode 1, right?
Yep, coming this spring, Marvel announced Darth Maul comic. It's going to be set before episode 1, which, to me, that's awesome. That's what they should be doing with all their comic stuff. I think putting the, I don't know, the regular Star Wars line, which I actually like a lot, but, creating like different stories that are in the middle of all these movies and whatnot, I feel like that's like I don't know. It's overloaded now with all the comics and cartoons and all this other stuff, and I feel like the what the comics and video games and things like that should be doing is covering areas that can't be covered by the movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That don't really affect the movies in case you don't read the shit.
Right.
But if you do, it's awesome. Yeah. That is totally what they should be doing.
Yep, exactly. So hopefully that's good. Also saw so there's a voice actor strike going on right now. Excuse me. It's kind of weird because it's like there was
Nolan North in it.
No.
He's striking.
No. So there's a voice actors union, but it's only probably like 25 to 30% of voice actors around the world are a part of this union. But it is big enough. It is 25 to 30% of video games or whatnot right now. They're striking, and as a part of this whole process, there were some court documents that came out that listed the games that these people are working on. The big spoiler that was on there is that the Marvel Telltale game that they've been talking about for over a couple of years now, it seems like, is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah. right. That's my thought process.
Let them strike if it leaks that. Fuck it.
Yep. So that's news. Telltale
Guardians game could be awesome.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
Both love the Guardians, obviously.
Yep, definitely. The more kind of mind share you can give Guardians of the Galaxy, the better, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Also kind of the cool thing about the Guardians, and I don't know, do you know when did Guardians of the Galaxy start? It's not old school, is it? It's not one of these 50, 60-year-old characters. I mean, am I wrong?
I'm not sure that. I don't know. They've been around since I started reading, which was probably I don't know 7 years ago or something. But,
right. Are these from the 50s and 60s and stuff? I don't think so.
Not that I know of. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up. But I just like that they're going after the kids who don't necessarily, to me, the traditional superheroes are old school at this point.
Yeah.
Whereas, Guardians are definitely for if you're a teenager today, you'd be more fired up about them than about Superman. It seems like.
Superman sucks.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess the other things I saw this week, not really comics or video games, more of anime and Disney. The two big trailers this week. Ghost in the Shell. Did you see that trailer?
Yes.
Looks pretty dope, I feel like. I haven't watched all of Ghost in the Shell, but I've seen episodes here and there. Movie looks sweet.
Did you ever watch the Ghost in the Shell movie? I think it all started with a movie, like a full length.
I don't think so.
Animated movie, anyways. So that's all I've seen. I've never seen the anime show. I played the PS1 game. To be honest, it's been 20 years since I watched that movie, and I just remember liking it, but I don't remember much beyond that. I definitely, that trailer made me want to go watch it.
The trailer looked sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
I agree.
And then the other one was Beauty and the Beast. That's the big one that came out this week. Did you see that?
Yes, and I could not care less.
I really like Emma Watson, so that's the only reason. She's my number one hottie celebrity, Emma Watson.
The only movie I let her in was This Is the End.
Yeah, she was great in that. She's also...
She was awesome in that.
She's also super hot, and she's one of my faves.
One of your faves.
Just hotness wise.
Sure.
She's great, and
too young for me, to be honest. I'd feel gross.
Yeah.
You're older.
She's about my age.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
not too young for me.
Totally.
So.
Totally. So the other thing, I just wanted to just briefly kind of chat about with you is some of these video games coming out that me and you haven't talked about. So first of all, it appears that the big three shooters, so Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare, apparently they're all awesome.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Everybody's been saying
I
that.
haven't thought today. Watch Dogs 2 has been getting like pretty decent reviews between 8 and 9s and shit.
Yeah, and also
But,
Dishonored 2.
yeah,
Everybody's been
Dishonored
saying
2.
it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Yeah. I want to go for if I got to pick one, it's gonna be Battlefield because I haven't had any of the I think I said this in the last episode, but
Sure.
I haven't had any of the Battlefield games before, so that's probably
So,
the one.
have you heard about the new online mode that Battlefield has?
Which one?
So, apparently, it's like a 2-hour deal where you get on and it's like a mix between online shooter battles and like Risk or something, where there's this big campaign that you're a part of that takes place fight after fight after fight. So
With different zones that you have to control and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, so my buddy was talking to me about who has it, who played it, and he said it was super cool.
Yeah, it sounds cool to me. To be honest, it sounds cool. That's what makes like it seems like everybody says that the single player stuff of all three of these games is awesome, and then the online stuff, that's what seems to be unique. Is that mode like Titanfall 2?
Well, online's what keeps the games going.
Yeah, right. But you know what I mean. The other ones like Titanfall 2, just everybody says is a shooter with mechs, and Call of Duty is basically the same Call of Duty always has been. Do you know what they call in Call of Duty prestige
Yeah.
2 and stuff? Yeah. Like what is that, just leveling up your online dude, or is there more to it than that?
Well, it's once you max out your level, you can prestige, and then at least in the previous Call of Duties, you could prestige and you could keep I think it's like one weapon you can keep at full level, and then you restart your rank, and then your prestige number 1. It's just from what I've heard, it's just restarting and going on and on. And like once you prestige enough, you'll have everything at max.
I gotcha. Yeah. I've never put enough time
in Call of Duty. I prestige once. I don't know, whatever the one was before Ghosts.
Advanced Warfare? Oh, before Ghosts. I think that was Black Ops 2.
Black Ops, I think that might be the one that
right.
Prestige. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've heard everybody saying, "Okay, I've done that enough times. I'm sick of it." The Titanfall people say Titanfall's cool, but whatever. But yeah, that one Battlefield kind of deal, everybody says it's cool. Now, to be honest, I have time in my life for one online shooter, and that's Destiny. I don't have time for more than that. But I feel like all three of these games, a year from now, when I find them for $15, I'm buying them and playing the single player on all of them.
Oh yeah, yep. I'll probably get Battlefield before a year. I'll probably get it pretty soon. My buddy Jeremy got it.
Yeah.
He wants to play it together. So I'll probably get that pretty soon. Maybe next paycheck.
Okay.
This paycheck was rent.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. So then a couple other games, yeah, and you brought them up, Watch Dogs 2, Dishonored 2. Both of those games are getting great reviews. I think Watch Dogs 1 was so bad that it killed my interest in Watch Dogs 2. I'd rather go back and play GTA 5 than play Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah. Even after reading a positive review of Watch Dogs 2, I still wasn't that hyped about it after playing Watch Dogs.
Right.
They should have given up. Ubisoft, they're so stupid though with their Assassin's Creed and their bullshit. I mean, they charge $100 per game.
Yes.
Everybody hates Ubisoft nowadays. And they pump out one game every year. You could pay $60 for 1/3 of the game, and then you can pay $100 to get the full game. And then it's going to be semi-decent, and then there'll be another one out the next year.
Yep. Agreed. Agreed.
Ubisoft has failed us all.
Yeah, and then Dishonored, I'd actually kind of like to play Dishonored, to be honest, but I just don't have the
Dishonored,
time.
yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about. Well, Dishonored one. I know a couple of people that played the first one. I never played it, but they said it was sweet. And
Yep.
then the second one, they were really hyped about it, and it's supposed to be good. So
I think, I don't know if it's just a pre-order thing or not, but I think if you buy Dishonored 2 digital, that you get Dishonored, the remastered Dishonored 1.
yeah, I think you do.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep. So so that's basically all the big holiday games. We're almost through all of them.
When's the Last Guardian coming?
Two exceptions. Last Guardian. Last Guardian comes out, I think, December 7th or something like that. It's a week into December. I'm absolutely waiting on reviews. I'm not going to pre-order it, but if the reviews are good, that'll for sure be a must-buy. And
It's
then,
been too long.
Yep. And then a week from Friday is Pokemon Sun Moon. So you were saying you're going to buy. You gave up your 3DS. You're going to buy a different 3DS. Buy that game. Like what are you doing? Because the long term plan was that we play these two together. We trade together. You take this non Pokemon dude and show him why Pokemon's cool. Is that going to happen right off the bat? Or are we talking waiting? Do we have to put the pause on that?
I think we'll probably do it once it comes out.
Okay. Obviously, I got 2DS and a 3DS in my house. So to buy one of those games for $40 is not a big deal for me. For you, you got to buy a system and the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So keep me posted.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Because I'm down with trying it because I don't get it.
All right.
Anything else? We got everything.
That's about it.
So we were going to do two spoiler sections. One real quick. We wanted to do Doctor Strange Part 2. I just want to go through, reached out to the Facebook group to ask for their Doctor Strange opinions. Wanted to go through them, talk some trash about what we thought about it as well. And then Part 2 is Walking Dead. Me and you are both caught up on Walking Dead. Comics and show, right?
What comic did you read last?
We'll talk about that in the spoiler section. All right, sure. So yeah, if you don't want to hear spoiler talk,
I may be one comic behind you.
All right,
I don't think I might be.
So if you don't want to hear spoiler talk, jet out now. We're gonna do Doctor Strange first. We're gonna do Walking Dead second. I will try to put the times in the notes, in the show notes here, so you can skip Doctor Strange and go to Walking Dead if that's what you want to do. But yeah, everybody, thank you. Thanks for watching, as always.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Have a good week.
Appreciate you.
Yep. We'll talk to you next week. And let's go Doctor Strange spoilers. 3, 2, 1. Do you have any more thoughts on Doctor Strange since last week?
I don't know. I feel like I said it all last week.
Okay.
Let's go into the reviews. Let's go into the viewer reviews. I can't believe I gave it a 6. I would not give it a. I mean, fuck, that's pretty low.
First of all, he came and said Doctor Strange. Well, hold on. Let me just look it up.
And he said his comedy was out of character for the character. After saying that he didn't know the character, Doctor Strange is kind of a comedic character. I mean, he's serious, but I feel like he did his character pretty well in that movie. If you don't know his character, then don't say he's out of character.
Yeah, well, unless the concern is that he was a serious doctor at the start of it, so that the joke seemed out of place. Because I could kind of hear you if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe, but he was never a serious doctor. He's always a cocky, fucking joking around doctor. Even in the movie.
Yeah, even in the movie. Yeah, you're right about that. So anyways, yeah, our very first Patreon supporter came on and said, saw Doctor Strange last night, not my favorite Marvel movie. So then I jumped in there and said, elaborate. His comments were, admittedly, I wasn't familiar with Doctor Strange. Also, I didn't hate it, but it's way down on my Marvel movie list. Thought the origin story was boring and familiar. Thought the humor was out of place for the character. Thought the plot was standard good guy versus bad guy. Thought the graphics and effects were sometimes cool and sometimes cheesy. Enjoyed Guardians, Rogue One, and Wonder Woman trailers more than the movie. How's that? So I don't know if I'd say I enjoyed those trailers more than the movie. I'm excited for all three of those movies, but I
Yeah, for
like the
sure.
movie. And then our second Patreon supporter followed up with, I agree, it was okay. Couldn't get too interested in the Doctor Strange character at first, and the time traveling at the end looked hokey. Was her
Eh.
belief. So I think
Time traveling was one of my favorite parts.
right. I'm gonna beg to differ with you, Mom. I think that unfortunately, if you're talking about a comic book multiverse, it's going to be
Yeah, they brought it to a whole new dimension there, and
yeah.
that's
You're going to make the alternate dimensions look colorful and weird. Um, although I think we both kind of agreed that both of them are saying hokey and cheesy. We both kind of agreed that when we talked about the trip out scene and the other stuff, like you know what I
too
mean.
much.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
right.
Yeah,
And to
I get
me,
that. Yeah,
if you're jumping to different universes, it seemed like it was all every universe was like super colorful and zany. Like
super trippy universe, some
I
normal
want to see
universe,
like some kind of like
some alternate universe that's similar to
yeah,
ours,
well that right, or
or
even just like something a dark and scary looking universe, and then like a
not just
universe.
trip out.
Yeah, where there's 2D instead of 3D or something, and then you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yes, not just trip out. Yes,
they could have.
exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when they showed that him traveling through the different alternate universes or whatever you would call it. Yeah, they all seem too similar with their trippiness. I
Yep,
definitely.
absolutely.
uh,
Absolutely. And then so friend Jeremy said it's hard to be objective when my friend was one of the screenwriters, but I loved it. Uh I like the only original like only the original Iron Man and Guardians of the Galaxy. You didn't need to have any previous knowledge of the MCU before seeing this. It's number 3 in my list of favorites after Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy. He gave it a 9.
Agree.
Yep, and he said, "Oh, and I liked how the final battle was very much like the comics, a parlay rather than a slugfest." We both agreed,
Yeah,
right?
that was
Final
sweet.
battle was awesome. Yep,
Unique.
for sure. And then
Yeah.
Dad popped in and said, "I'll give it a 6." You said 6, and then he said 7 with a question mark. And then Adam said, "Don't let Corey change your mind."
I didn't
So,
even see Adam's response.
yep, yep. So there's all that. I believe I had one more, but it's not. Oh, here we go. We had a little fight break out in the Facebook group. Did you see that?
Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't. Here we
got
go.
aggressive?
It got aggressive. Yep. I'll skip that part for the show.
Come on, guys.
My buddy Bill from Minnesota said he also gave it a 9 out of 10. He said this is a tough character to put on the screen, but a pretty good movie. I think they screwed up the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline, but I'll let it slide. So that we didn't discuss. Have you heard all the timeline controversy?
No,
So
explain.
when he's crashing his car, they're giving him the options, like he's talking to like his advisor or secretary or whoever, and that person is giving him like his next choice of patients.
Yeah,
One of the people that he says is a colonel who was
is
paralyzed.
Iron Machine? Yeah,
War Machine.
War Machine. Yeah,
Okay. When it shows downtown New York, there's the Avengers Tower. In Civil War, Avengers Tower is no more. They hang out at that base that the
Really?
yeah, that's not the Avengers Tower, right? You know what I'm talking
Oh yeah. Yeah.
about. And then there's another thing too. Oh, so in Winter
What a big
Soldier
misstep. What the fuck?
and in Winter Soldier, they when he's looking Hydra, when the Hydra computer is identifying people all over the world that are superheroes, one of the people that they look at is Doctor Strange. It says Stephen Strange in New York City. That was before this movie, if this movie is current time. So a couple different things happened when everybody called them out on it. When then they came out to the media and said that the Colonel referenced is not War Machine. They didn't say who it was, but they said for sure it's not War Machine.
Bullshit.
And then they also said that the Avengers Tower is just Tony fixed up that tower and put an A on it. That doesn't mean that that's not their base anymore. But the bottom line seems to be that who's ever in charge of the timeline cares less about it than we do.
Better they fucked up and oversaw that.
Right.
I mean, that
Right.
they were clearly talking about War Machine there. That's without a doubt.
Correct. I believe. But when they were called out, they said that was not War Machine. That's what they
Who
said.
were they talking about then? Some other colonel that was in iron armor.
That's just they never mentioned armor. They just said he was paralyzed. So my buddy Jeremy, who also posted on here that he had a friend who works for it, he said right here, directly from the mouth of one of the screenwriters, the entire movie takes place over 2016, over between 6 and 9 months. You see one of Strange's awards on his wall that says 2016 in his condo. And the experimental armor reference is neither the IM-2 soldier nor Rodney from Civil War. So, yeah, the armor part is the big screw up. You're right about that. There's no way that they intended that to be anybody else besides War Machine, and now they're backpedaling from it.
Yep.
I also heard the whole thing with the.
Honestly, I'll give them one misstep.
I'm with you. But yeah, that was a controversy, for sure. Also, my friend Dustin from Minnesota said my son and I enjoyed it. And he liked the fun part with Thor and the part of the storyline at the end. Agreed.
Agreed.
And I think that's it. I think that's everybody. Hold on.
Walking Dead.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Daryl, man.
Yep. So hold on. So Walking Dead. Okay, everybody. If you are not caught up on The Walking Dead, you're out of here. Have a good week. We're going to go Walking Dead spoilers. 3, 2, 1.
Walking Dead. Yeah. So Daryl's a little bitch. Well, he's not a bitch. He's holding strong, but fuck, it's looking rough for him.
Can I be honest? Absolutely honest. Worst season ever.
He just froze up. Oh, there you go.
Worst season ever.
So far?
I hate Negan. The recent This Week show. What's different from the books? In the books, when Rick and Andrea are by themselves, Rick is like, of course we're going to kill this fucker. You know, he says when he's in the group.
That's what I was thinking too. Yes. He's acting like such a bitch with Michonne.
When he's in the group in the church.
No, tell Michonne. Tell Michonne we're cool.
Right.
Tell the rest of the community that we're their bitches. Yeah.
That's it.
Totally.
You're trying to keep the rest of the community safe So you need them to think that you're their
But
bitches
be
at that
honest
point.
with your crew.
Yes.
Still be honest.
So
Don't let them
I think he is being honest, and I think he's a big pansy for
in the
not the
show. You
first
think?
time in the show. Yeah, for not the first time in the show. I think he's afraid for his children's lives, and he's broken.
Maybe, maybe he's just holding it back.
No,
Just
I
because.
think like until like the hilltop in the kingdom convince him, I think he wouldn't have lied to Michonne. He wouldn't have lied to her.
Yeah,
I think he's serious. He wouldn't have went and got that gun and given it to
yeah.
Negan. You know what I
He
mean?
wouldn't.
So the point of the show right now is that he's broken and that he believes that he's not in charge, that Negan's in charge, and that he wants to be a slave for the rest of his life so that his people don't die.
I still don't believe that. Fuck that. Nope.
That's why I'm saying I'm not down.
He's keeping it in the back of his head. He's just not telling anybody yet.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree. And then I don't like Negan.
Yeah.
He's not he's not as good as he's so awesome in the books.
Yeah. He's definitely way more awesome in the book.
You know what I mean? So awesome in the books. So that's I'm not gonna stop watching. You know what I mean? But I gotta say, and this is the first year where it's like the show gets done and I can't even talk to my wife about it because I can't say, oh, all this shitty stuff is way cooler in the books. You know what I mean? She doesn't want to hear that, and I just feel like I feel like the Ezekiel isn't great. The tiger looks stupid. And Daryl, I think Daryl's the only highlight of it. So the Daryl torture show was awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, Daryl's not going to crack.
Yeah. No, he's
You know
not
what I
gonna.
mean? That
He's. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I have more faith than you. They're gonna fucking. Rick's. He's not bitching out.
he is, and he did before. When the governor came around, he lost his mind and whined and acted like a little crazy person that you would never want to follow. When they started fighting, when they came to Alexandria, he went crazy in the middle of town, acted like an idiot. You know what I mean? Scared everybody half to death. That stuff doesn't happen in the books. In the
Yeah.
books, he's a person that you would trust with your life because he earns it every day.
Yeah.
In the movie, in the TV show, that it's a totally different character and it sucks.
Yeah.
I think. It bugs me a
Yeah.
lot.
I don't know if it's just my hope or from reading the comics and that, like, just knowing that I know Rick is stronger than that. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I just don't
I
like
can't.
the differences anymore. The way that they attacked Negan's people first, which means that they had it coming to him, makes you more sympathetic to Negan, and then Negan is not a cool character. He seems like a dick the whole time when he's around there. At
Well,
least,
Negan is a dick in the first part. I mean,
but he just has so much more personality to him.
yeah,
In the show, all that personality is lacking. He tries to like have this cocky swagger that just isn't convincing to me. I don't know.
yeah. Well, you're with the mass majority from what I've read, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm giving him more hope than that. I'm just thinking that Rick is just holding it back from everybody. He's about to fucking kill them all. I don't know. It sucks.
If he was,
I just don't want to believe what's going on right now with the show because it's so stupid. If that's how it is, then it pisses me off. But they need to get together. What about the grave thing? That was kind of cool though.
yeah,
Fake grave.
the best thing Father Gabriel's done since he joined the show,
Yeah,
for sure.
that was his best moment so far. When he walked up to Negan, it's like, Do you want to play your specs?
Right.
Uh,
Yep, exactly.
He's pretty good there. And the hiding the gun thing. I don't know. I thought that was kind of all right.
Yeah, me too.
That fucker. I think Rick should fucking exile that motherfucker.
That guy
or
should be
something.
exiled for sure. He's blown his chance. The 3 strikes
Maybe
and you're
not
out.
killed. Rick's not a killer, but at this point, get that motherfucker out of there.
Yeah. 3 strikes and you're out for sure. For sure. I agree with you there. That's what Ian. What's his name? Do you remember his name? I can't remember it right now.
We're really bad with names. Sure.
But at the point when Negan was asking who it was, and Rick was like, "It's not important," Amy was like, "Yeah, just say it.
It's kind of important.
Let's let Negan kill him."
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
that's funny. Funny.
Oh, we'll see what happens. We're only, 3-4 episodes in? It'll get better.
It'll get better. I agree, but it's the first. I don't know. It's not the first point, but what's going on right now, I don't like, and
Yeah.
in particular, I think they're playing Negan wrong. It maybe whatever. It's different, so not necessarily wrong. Maybe he grows on me over time. Obviously, we both know he's going to be a strong character for a long time to come.
Spoilers, comic book.
I said we're going full spoilers
All right.
on all that shit. I said
And we
that.
both know that Negan is on Rick's side at this point. Then.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, he's trying to prove himself to Rick. That's all he's doing in the comics. The past fucking 6 books or whatever.
You don't believe him.
I don't believe
No
him, but that's
way.
what he's trying to do.
No way.
That's what he's trying. That's the charade he's trying to put on, at least.
Sure. If it's fake, yeah. If it's a charade, sure, yes. Right. I'm with you there. But yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
See where it goes. All right.
Yep.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Have a good week.
Two.
Later, everybody. Thanks for watching. Adios. Sayonara.